When I first joined Toastmasters, they gave me two manuals. One was Competent Communicator, and the other one was Competent Leadership. Well, I understood the Competent Communicator. I came to Toastmasters to become a better speaker. But what was this Competent Leadership? I mean, I'm a coach. I enable people to heal their emotional wounds and to navigate life challenges. What's this leadership business? I figured it was just Toastmasters' way of making sure that we took care of the other Toastmasters roles like Evaluator and Timekeeper. 6 months later, I was president of Toastmasters. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? I'm not a leader. It turned out that that was one of the most important steps I've ever taken, not only in improving my speaking, but also my work and even my life. I have learned 3 lessons from stepping into this leadership role. They are communication, emotion, and trust. Communication, well, duh, that's what we do as speakers. But as leaders, we need to communicate our vision. So communication actually has 2 functions. One is to inform, to tell people about your vision and to give them details about it. But don't blow them over with a fire hose. As former President Dwight D. Eisenhower said, don't hit people over the head. That's abuse, not leadership. Connection. We need to connect to the people that we're leading. The word communication, the prefix com is the same prefix in community, commons, commerce, and commune. It means bring together. And that's what we do when we're leaders. We not only inform, but we bring them together. But not like dating on the internet, real communication. But to get people to take action, you need emotion. Energy in motion. It's true, people use emotions to make their decisions and then use reason and logic to justify their choices. It's true, a neuroscientist, Antonio Damasio, did a study of people who had had damage to the emotional centers of their brain, and they couldn't make the smallest decision. Spock is a myth. Now, many leaders understand the power of emotions. For example, some leaders use fear to make people take action. Don't vote for that person because they'll take away all your money and they'll take you away your freedom. Some use shame. Don't vote for that person. They'll take away all your money and they'll take away your freedom. And won't you feel like an idiot? Some use Twitter. Don't vote. To be an authentic leader, I invite you to use a hug. Embrace your audience, bring them in, connect heart to heart, inspire them. To do that, you also need trust. They need to trust you that you are going to deliver, that you are not going to betray them, that you are going to stand your ground even when the going gets tough. But to do that, you actually need to trust yourself. And sometimes this can be very challenging if you've been brought up by, like many people have, to not trust yourself, not to listen to that inner voice, to put your real desires and mission on hold. That was sort of what I dealt with for a long time. I was a people pleaser. But just before my mother died, she transmitted an important message, and that is, live and die without regret. Because life is too short to not step into your mission, to not live on purpose. And that helped give me my mission, which is to empower people to break through their blocks so that they can step into their power. When I became president of Heart to Heart, the former president, James Jeffley, said to me, "The president's role is the easiest role. You delegate all of your responsibilities." Well, that's only if there are enough people to delegate and you trust them. And we actually had a small club at that time, and I was afraid I was going to scare them all away. But as I stepped into my leadership, I gained more confidence. I actually impacted the other members and actually got good at enrolling more people. The important thing is that you need to trust them as much as you need to trust yourself and they need to trust you. So I leave you with a final thought. My mission is to encourage people to step into their mission. If you were to die tomorrow, would you die with no regrets? And if your answer is no, what's holding you back? And what are you going to do about it? I invite you to step into your leadership, and together we can change the world.